2020 was a tough year for everybody, and it gives us great pleasure to really celebrate everybody who has submitted their legacy program to ICA and Best Cities this year. So as part of this campaign to really celebrate everybody, today I'm joined by John Jorgensen from the International Camping Fellowship, and we'll have a quick live chat to hear more about his legacy program and his association. John, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Would you be able to just quickly introduce yourself and your association?
Absolutely. Thank you, Ksenia, for this opportunity, and thanks to ICA. My name is John Jorgensen. If you take the first part of my last name, you get Jorgi. That's my camp nickname. And the International Camping Fellowship is an organization of organizations. We began over 30 years ago at a national conference in the United States, where we began to realize that camping is not isolated to North America, that it is actually embraced across the world in different ways, but in many similar ways. And so over the years, we now have accumulated over 4,000 individual members and affiliates, as well as almost 20 national or regional organizations of camps. And so that reaches to that many more camps. And in all of those camps are tens of thousands of children. And so our impact is truly global, and certainly the camping impact is truly global. And ICF tries to embrace that and to build communication amongst the different countries.
Thank you, John. And you've segued into what my next question is. So your impact globally is also through your meetings locally in destinations. When you submitted your impact program, it was connected to the Nigeria event in 2019. Could you just highlight the main elements of that program and the impact you have attempted to leave behind?
In all across the world, there are countries at different stages of development and are discovering camping as an important way to achieve a goal. ICF is not really intended as a top-down organization, so we don't direct what happens in the United States or Canada or Australia or Japan or China, all around the world. Instead, what we try to do is to foster that sense of community. And so it was that in Nigeria, actually in West Africa, Nigeria was opting to be the host for a gathering of camp professionals in, I think, 7 different countries of West Africa, all of which have just the germ, the beginning of a desire to work with camping communities and through camping to effect change in their youth and ultimately in society. So our idea then is, as an international organization, is to how can we fund this? How can we support this kind of project? And as you can imagine, gathering people across West Africa, as well as bringing in external experts to assist, was challenging to be the best. And so we were looking for opportunities to build on that through the legacy fund of ICA.
So, and then 2020 happened, and your Beijing conference didn't happen. This had a twofold effect on your organization, but also on your global community worldwide. And you did a campaign which is called Thanks to Camp, which you ran this summer, and there is a YouTube link available now in the screen as well as in the chat for those who want to see the video. For me personally, it was heartbreaking just because I got very emotional seeing the effects this pandemic had on children globally and society. Would you be able to just share a little bit about the campaign itself?
Certainly. First of all, the Beijing Congress then is our major professional gathering event. We do it once every 3 years in different parts of the world. And so that has gone by the board, and we weren't able to do that as a result of the pandemic. And so we wanted to know what could we do? What should we do? How can we support these large organizations and small organizations and individual camps and individual families? And so we developed this campaign called Thanks to Camp. And Thanks to Camp has two meanings, at least in English, to say that we can thank camp for something, but we can also use the term as because I've had the camp experience, I am changed in some way. And so we invited campers and staff and directors to send in pictures of themselves and make statements and to tell their story, because what we want to do is to give camps a voice. Camps, I think, are a little misunderstood by the general population, by government policymakers, educators. Camp is often just seen as a place where children have fun. But we think of camp as a place where children change, where they become the best version of themselves, and also that they learn tools that help them become the best version of themselves in society. And so it is an important transition period for children, and the camp experience is transformative. So what we did was we gathered together videos and pictures and stories and put together the video that you saw of Thanks to Camp. And it sets us up. We hope that it is a wake-up call. It alerts educators and society in general of the value and values of camp and how important it is for children and for all of us. And then we want to add to that research that demonstrates, and we have this research already that demonstrates that children change at camp. And so we have a second campaign that we want to reinforce called More Than Just Fun, where we are demonstrating that children become more self-aware, that they become more compassionate, that they become more aware of others, that they connect with nature, and that they learn to listen not just to the voices coming from outside, but also the voice that's inside every child. And that these are important growth experiences for children.
And this is so important because we really, especially at this point when children are locked in their homes, when they have to homeschool and online school where they don't have those connections, that they really find those voices and be one with nature is so important. So for everybody who wants to get in touch with you and find out more about all those campaigns, they can do so via your website, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And we are just beaming in the website address into the screen now. Thank you so much, John. That has been such a wonderful story from your end. And I'm calling everybody within the ICA community who hears this story to get in touch with John and be more involved. For everybody who wants to hear more and learn more about the ICA Ambassadors Incredible Impacts program, please visit the ICA website, icaworld.org/incredible impacts. Thank you so much. And thank you, John, again for joining us.
Our pleasure. Camps make a difference.
I got this! How can I
can I describe all that I discovered by that fireside? Some things aren't defined. Some things, they're just right. 'Cause it's more than the green of trees. It's more than the summer breeze. The smell of rocks and water washing over me. It's more than the orange fire. It's more than the fishing wire. It's more than the cabin walls or that morning bugle call. It's something you can't touch, but you can hold so dear. Étendu dans l'air, dormant sous les étoiles, un lien se forme entre nous, sans que l'on sache pourquoi. Et à partir de ce moment,
Adiós, soldado.
il ne pourrait briser le sens d'appartenance que ce temps a créé. Some things don't need words. Some things, they just work. 'Cause it's more than the green of trees. It's more than the summer breeze. The smell of rocks and water washing over me. It's more than the orange fire. It's more than the fishing wire. It's more than the cabin walls or that morning bugle call. It's something you can't touch, but you can hold so dear. And maybe it's not much, but I'll be back next year. I'll be back next year.
Gracias al camp vencí mis miedos.
I'll be back next year. It won't be long till the summer comes. Oh, it won't be long. It won't be long till the summer comes. It's more than the green of trees.
Спасибо, Владимир.
It's more than the